Paris Hilton is a bore. During a full hour with Larry King, hello, Ms. Hilton sent the nation into premature slumber and turned out the light. The good news, Mr. King did not confuse Ms. Hilton with any of the other Beatles and did not refer to her as George Hamilton. Oh, yeah, right, that's because she is none of the Beatles. But if Ms. Hilton was looking to be revelatory, she struck out. As for her newfound spirituality, it's kind of like that Virgin Mary grilled cheese sandwich, a gimmick with cheese to it. Anyway, to our #1 story in the countdown, Paris Hilton speaks. After sashaying into the CNN studios on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood, California, Ms. Hilton sat down for an in-depth interview in which she talked about the trauma of going to jail, overcoming claustrophobia, wearing an orange jumpsuit, eating a bologna sandwich, and writing down her own personal thoughts and meditations. Breaking news, Paris Hilton is a bore. But happily, Larry King did not confuse Paris with London, Madrid, or Rome. Begin communication.
There was like a little...
Cover hole?
Yeah, kind of a little hole they would put it through.
What's a personality trait Paris Hilton would change?
Something when I get nervous or shy, my voice gets really high.
Have you ever been addicted to drugs?
No.
Taken drugs?
No.
Never taken drugs? Mm-mm. Are you jealous?
No.
Quick to anger?
No. I don't really get angry. I consider myself normal. And people...
You consider yourself normal?
Yes.
Were you strip searched? Do they do that in jail? I know they do it in prison.
They do.
Is it as gross as we might think it is?
Well, it's pretty gross.
What's your favorite Bible passage?
I don't have a favorite.
Do you think you'd be a load for someone now?
It's hard. I think someone
the guy's going to have to come on.
It's hard.
Sandy Koufax, your memories. And with that, let's go once more unto the breach with Village Voice columnist Michael Musto. Michael, good evening.
Hi, Keith.
Do you recall your first thoughts after watching that interview, or in fact, do you recall anything about that interview?
At first, I thought Eva Longoria looks great. Then I realized I was on the wrong channel. And then I thought, you know what, this is better than Larry's interview with Al Pacino last week, where Larry's big question was, where'd you get hoo-ha? And after that, they just kind of stared at each other's hair plugs. That was death. This was medium death.
She made a few assertions that we think deserve some fact-checking, if you would kindly set your mind to it. For instance, she said several times that she had never taken drugs.
Yes, and Kirstie Alley's never had a fudge burger, and Kathy Griffin's never masturbated to a video of Joan Rivers. And I won the Peabody Award for my segment on this show called Surrey Cruise is a Pillow. Actually, that part's true.
Assertion number 2, she reads the Bible and she goes to Mass.
Let's start with just she reads. But in any case, you saw the part where Larry said, what's your favorite part? And she blanked. It's like he was asking her to do logarithms or something. Even I know the part about the Garden of Eden. I could have come up with that. And plus, she billed herself not only as a reader, but as a writer. Come on. I read her book. It was ghostwritten. My book sucked too, but at least I wrote it myself.
My favorite part is where Michael J. Fox meets his mother.
That's in Deuteronomy, yeah.
Assertion number 3, that she is easy to get along with and she's a very loyal friend.
I met her. She was nice. 2 hours late, but nice. I don't think, however, that she's the type of friend who would say, hey, what's on your mind? What are you thinking about? Because the follow-up would be, you stole my boyfriend, you bitch. I think Tinkerbell is even more loyal than she is, and Tinkerbell doesn't pee on the street.
Assertion number 4, she is normal.
Oh, please. You know, normal people don't have a problem with lunch meat. Normal people don't get to record an album because they feel like it. Normal people don't have mothers who bring an expensive tan leather bag to visit them in jail, and then they have to borrow a quarter from the guard because they didn't bring pocket change. So put it in a locker. Don't get me started.
Assertion number 5, she overcame her severe claustrophobia when she was sent back to jail by essentially talking to herself. Does this one sound about right?
Yeah, and she's so dumb that she actually texted herself. She had to pay extra. The conversation was something like, hey, self, how you doing, self? Oh, fine, self, except I'm claustrophobic. Me too, self. It's ridiculous. It doesn't even constitute schizophrenia because there's so little brain matter there. It's more like molecular splitting.
She also tried to say in this interview nice things about Britney Spears and about Lindsay Lohan, but a minute later she said, quote, I don't have any friends in rehab. Did she pull a fast one there? Was she insulting them? What was that about?
Probably Lindsay got out early and they went and had a drink last night. But look, she said a lot of things. She said that thing about, I found it embarrassing to be strip searched. as Kathy Griffin, not to bring her up again, said, please, we've seen things go in there.
Paris Hilton did not leave anybody who was looking for some great moral to this whole sordid story with anything to take with them. Would you like to take a shot at that, Michael?
Actually, she did. She said, don't serve the time, let the time serve you. And that's currently embroidered on my pillow at home. It's sort of like when Phil Spector said to Lana Clarkson, don't let the gun shoot your mouth, let your mouth shoot the gun. And she was like, huh? Macabre, I know.
The one and only Michael Musto. As always, Michael, great thanks.
Thank you.
Let's count down for this, the 1,520th day since the declaration of mission accomplished in Iraq, and the first since the declaration by Dan Bartlett that he'd like a do-over on that declaration. From New York, I'm Keith Olbermann. Good night and good luck.